Hey, it's Jeremiah St. James from KXOJ Evenings. Since we are in the spirit of family and gatherings and holidays and Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up, we thought it would be fun to get together as a KXOJ family. And whether you've been listening for 30 years or 3 months, it's an opportunity to get to know some of our Airstaff. Now, we've already posted a video of Dave and Katie. Now we get to have a little chat with Gary Thompson from our afternoon show and Miss Heather Miles from middays as well.
Hello. This is
Hi,
so
guys.
fun.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Thanks
All right.
for having us.
Let's start with Miss Heather.
Okay.
What is one lesson in life that you wish you would have learned a little bit earlier and save
so
yourself
we're starting
some...
with the easy question.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. A lesson that I wish I had learned earlier,
Yeah.
just to lighten up.
Mm.
And I still haven't fully embraced the lesson.
Still working
Pretty
on
uptight,
it.
but yeah, I wish I had embraced that earlier because, you know, I know it's cliche and don't sweat the small stuff, but seriously,
Right.
like I've spent so much time sweating the small stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lighten up.
Yeah.
Good advice for anyone of any age.
Lighten up, me.
Lighten up me. It's going to be a new T-shirt.
Lighten up,
me.
Me! Exclamation point.
Quote by Heather. Right?
Yeah, I like that
All right.
actually.
Gary, you spend, as we all do, a lot of time in front of people on the air, connecting with Tulsa and playing heartwarming music. It's a lot of time in the public eye. I imagine you have some times in life outside of the studio where you just want to be alone. You just want to kind of just be you, or maybe you and your wife or your kids. Where would you say, if you don't mind sharing, is your happy place in Tulsa?
My wife and I like to get in our kayak, our inflatable kayak.
Oh my
we
gosh.
got it at Amazon.com.
Those are so cool though.
I feel like he's got an affiliate link for us.
Yeah.
Get yours now.
Swipe up.
Absolutely. Use the code Gary and get absolutely nothing off. No percentage. Because I don't know who I am. But we like to get in our kayak and we go to Lake Ulaga, Skiatook, over
Yeah.
by where you live.
Yeah.
Go down to Lake Bixoma where you like to fish.
I fish a lot at Bixoma, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we just get on the kayak, we bring a picnic lunch,
So cute.
chill out. It's great.
That is really lovely. It's cool. All right, I wish I had time for that. I've got littles. Well, you've got a little one too. How old is your youngest?
She's 11.
11. Okay. She's not a little.
No.
She's- all
Like
right.
we can leave her at home sometimes.
Right.
Never more than like 6 weeks at a time. It's all
Let's
good.
not get crazy.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Heather,
He's kidding. He's totally kidding.
Total joke.
we're not dealing with them at this moment because the temperatures have dropped. But when you think of green country summers and springs, if you could get rid of one or the other, which one would it be? Cicadas or the ginormous mosquitoes?
Mosquitoes all the
Hands
way.
down.
Yes. In fact, I won't let my husband plant too many trees around our house. Even though trees are beautiful and I love them, I know they bring mosquitoes.
The trees do.
Yeah,
I would have thought they'd bring the cicadas more.
maybe so.
Either
I have
way.
No idea.
They're not as annoying to me, I guess.
Okay. I actually, and maybe it's only because I've lived here for a couple of years, but we opened the windows in the bedroom on purpose because we like that noise. It's like a
yeah.
white noise machine.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's great.
I
I
love
grew
it.
up with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when we go back home, like to the West Coast for a visit, it's so quiet. The last time we had to go to Walmart and get a white noise machine
Oh,
to
yeah.
replace the cicadas that we're not hearing anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. You're
You're an Okie.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome.
That warms my heart. All right, this one is for the both of you. If you wouldn't mind telling us, what is one dream or feat in life that at your age you have yet to accomplish, or you'd like to see in your future?
Go
Ladies
ahead,
first.
Heather.
I've got one.
Okay.
I have a dream of like buying a building or an apartment complex to turn into some kind of transitional housing. Like people who have things in their past, even if they're making great strides, they have a hard time finding a place to live, and they have a hard time finding a safe place to live. And I really feel like God put that dream on my heart. I'm waiting for it to happen, but that's it.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was in your heart.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
See, I'm learning stuff about them too.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Gary?
Mine's a little more selfish. A little more aesthetically and pizza based. I want to go to New York during Christmas.
Oh,
Center, Rockefeller Center,
Yeah.
the whole tree thing.
Yeah.
I want that one too.
I can tell you I've done New Year's Eve and Christmas, the Rockefeller tree,
Yeah.
years ago. And it's exciting for about 2 minutes off the plane.
Oh, man.
And if you love your space as we do in Oklahoma, we love our space, we love our distance, we love people, but we love them from a distance. It's totally the opposite. And not to bag on any other city, it's just if you love green country, Tulsa vibes, it's a complete opposite. So do it once.
Yeah?
But I have a feeling, knowing you probably only do it once.
KXOJ family, you'll notice he didn't crush Heather's dream.
I was gonna say, Gary, you okay?
Yeah.
Well, there's building upkeep, there's plumbing, there's...
He's an equal opportunity dream crusher.
Right.
Okay.
He's the staff dad. Get a real job.
He's our voice of reason. That'll never happen.
All right, let me ask you. Let's ask a couple of easier, but let's change the subject very quickly.
Okay.
What do you think, for you, was the defining song of this last year and everything we've been through? It's the one that jumps out at you, says, I'm going to remember that song and think of 2021 forever.
Believe for it. CeCe Winans.
CeCe Winans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, that's so good.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Hold On to Me by Lauren Daigle.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's good, too.
Yeah, it was kind of a incredible year for her as well. I think she won pretty much every award there was between 2020 and 2021.
Yeah.
And I think I've even said on the air, I've warned people to keep her away from your trophies because she'll win those too.
It's true.
All right. So both of you, as I had said to Dave and Katie in the previous video, y'all have been with KXOJ for a long period of time, here and there, different jobs. Most of it, I think, on air in some shape or form, whether it's mornings or middays or afternoons. And because you've been here for so long, I want to know, what keeps you on the air at this point? It's been a long time. How many years have you been since your first day at KXOJ?
1993.
93. And Heather?
16.
16 years.
Yeah, it'll be 17 in January. Oh, almost 17.
17 years. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Been a long time.
Yeah.
What keeps you guys on the air doing what you do, even today?
The money.
Paying the mortgage? Okay.
Yeah, well.
That you dare? No.
Besides the paycheck.
Okay, look.
Sorry.
For me, it's a combination of I'm not qualified to do anything else besides smart off and play Christian music. I'm just not.
True.
And also, I just gotta believe that it comes down to God ordains certain people in your life for certain seasons, and He ordains you for them and them for you. And I just keep coming back here. This is my fourth time to work here.
I wasn't going to mention
That's
it,
true.
but Gary has left multiple times and then come back.
It's all about. It's all about seasons. God has a season
true.
for your life, and
Yeah.
you're in a season. Doesn't mean it's going to last forever, but you may go back to that season.
Yeah.
Just because you leave it doesn't mean.
And
you
you've
can't go
tried
back.
some ventures inside of radio, and I imagine outside of radio as well, and tested the waters.
Yeah.
And just like I told Dave and Katie in the previous video, how cool is it that we work for a company that understands people are people? You got to try stuff, and if it doesn't work out,
Right.
the management and leadership here welcomes us back with open arms.
Yep.
Assuming there's a spot. But
Right,
yeah.
and assuming you're a good fit with the company culture.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. Which you're getting there. You're getting there.
Well, I'm working on it. They got me wearing shoes last week.
Almost a grown up.
We've got a team grooming him. You'll get there, Gary.
Well, we're moving on to shaving and eyebrow plucking next week.
Thank God we work in radio,
Right.
not in television.
That's right. That's
All right, let's move on to Turkey Talk Quickfire. I got a couple of
Okay.
quick questions for you. Now, these are more fun, so feel free to have some fun and be jovial. But both of you answer each of them, all right? Your go-to cold weather drink.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Okay.
Coffee.
Yep.
Pets included or excluded from holiday photos?
Included if they're in the mood.
I
If
love
they'll
that.
cooperate. Right.
I love the way Heather was like autonomy for the pets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. All right. If they're into it.
They're their own people. They get to choose.
Right. Yeah. What is the food item you do not want to see on Thanksgiving table?
Green bean casserole.
No?
It's the cream of mushrooms.
Oh, I love cream of mushroom. I would
You
eat that
and
out the
Katie,
can.
that's-
Yeah. Like Gary and tuna, I will eat that out the can.
Oh, don't even. I don't look. I love tuna. I bring it to work because it's cheap and it's low cost. And I know. I'm sorry. It smells bad.
It's bad.
But okay, I don't want to see it on my table at Thanksgiving.
No cans
Well,
of tuna
that's
on the table.
good.
Yeah, I guess that's appropriate. Gary, no joke, we tease him and have teased him for years that he will literally open cans of tuna and just sit there at his desk and eating that.
I
But
do.
You also eat a lot healthier, and it shows.
I mean, it's good protein, but whew, for the rest of us.
Right.
Yeah, it's not taking into account the preciousness of others' olfactory conditions.
All right, next quick fire. Do you remember the first song you played on the radio 17 years or however long ago?
No. I mean, when I started, it was a countdown show on an album. I remember that.
Yep.
Crook and Chase, Top 40 Countdown.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
Wow, that just came back.
That's going back.
country.
Yeah.
Wow. Gary?
Don't say that's going back, as if you're commenting on my age.
Sorry.
It's going back.
I'll keep the rest to myself. Gary, what about you?
Double Vision by Foreigner.
Oh, Foreigner.
Yeah.
Wow.
Started off playing rock and roll in 1989.
Double vision.
Wow.
Double Vision.
Could you sing
Wow.
a little?
No.
I can't remember. How does that go?
Something.
tune?
I don't know. Something with Double Vision. It's a glaucoma-based song. I don't know. I have no idea.
All right, if you guys weren't so much fun on the radio, what, in an alternate universe, what would you have done in life? Radio was never on your doorstep.
I probably would have been a waiter.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've done it just a little bit. It's super fun.
Is it really?
You get to entertain people. You get to bring them food.
Captive audience. That's what he likes
Right, yes.
about it.
That
Yes.
makes sense. Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds more like Gary.
Yeah.
All right, either that or a jailer.
The jailer. What job outside of broadcasting do you think you would be absolutely terrible at?
Sales.
I could definitely second sales. In fact, I tried sales when I was younger, got off the air, tried sales, and I'm pretty sure I went into the negative and got fired completely broke.
Yeah.
It was amicable. They were like, yeah, this is not for you. I'm like, I know, I already packed. I'm good.
That's
No hard feelings.
Yeah, I get it.
exactly what happened to me, too. I
Yeah.
tried to sell radio advertising.
Me too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We were both horrible at it.
Because they were like, you're in radio.
Right, that's what they told
Surely
me
you
too.
can sell.
Yeah.
You're so personable.
Turns
They're going
out
to buy
no.
anything. Like, no.
No.
I just chit chat too much, and then I forget to sell
Totally.
something. And look, we've had a whole lunch, and I forgot to mention a commercial.
There's this
Oh,
thing
man.
called closing. Like,
Right.
you never
Right,
get to.
right.
Well, on the air, we just push a button and it's done.
It's
you know.
done, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I pay the client? No. They
No.
pay you. Never mind.
You're fired, Gary.
Math.
All right. Speaking of radio and music, if you could invite just one of our artists to your Thanksgiving table this year, who would you love to have seated with you, and why?
You want to go first?
I misunderstood the question. I thought it was which artist, and so I picked Vincent van Gogh
Oh.
because he just had one ear. What a great conversation starter. You know?
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Can't take this guy anywhere.
No, but
All right, Vincent Van Gogh. That's fair enough.
He's
Heather?
making that be your answer.
I was like, all right, fine,
That's going to be the legend
fine.
of Gary.
Vincent van Gogh.
I would invite Cece Winans. Like,
Again, okay.
yeah, and maybe I would have 5 years ago too. It's just so cool to hear her like on the radio and
Yeah.
with her big hit, and she's just been
Yeah.
doing this for so long.
Yeah. What a wealth
Her
of knowledge.
ministry, oh man, yeah, and she just seems so fun.
I would say one requirement is you'd be like, yo, Cece, you're invited, but I'm going to need you to wear that same dress you wore to the Doves.
Yes.
Did you see that
Yes.
dress?
It was-
Oh, my goodness.
It was something.
That
glorious.
dress was an event in and of
It
itself.
was. It
That's
was.
the artist Gary's going to invite.
There you go.
Yes,
Just the
exactly.
dress.
That's what. Just the
I'm
dress.
short on time. I got to go to Gary's.
I just want to. It's like, can I get you some more mashed potatoes, Mr. Dress?
And you'll have to tell Cece you might want to eat up here because he's going to have a can of tuna for you.
Hey! That's what we call a callback in the comedy business, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Before I let you go, bringing it all back home to KXOJ and our time here in the studio together over the years, I want to give you an opportunity to just kind of share something from your heart about others on our team. So we'll let Heather go first. Heather, can you tell us just one thing quickly that you love about Dave Weston?
It would be easier to name one thing that I don't love about him.
Okay.
But I think, like, he's just, I have never seen him lose his cool.
Ah.
I've never seen him be like, fly off the handle.
Right.
He's just kind and looking for the best. And even if he gets rattled for a moment, like, he's immediately
cries.
pulling himself out of it. And
He's a
like,
crier. Yeah.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
what I love the most about him. He's a crier. He
Predictable
shares.
and even kill. Which
Yeah.
makes it more approachable, doesn't it? Because you know you're never
Totally.
going to get this.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and you know what he's feeling. And
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Very kind.
Yeah. Okay. Great answer. Thank you. And Gary, same question. How do you? What would you say about Miss Katie from Morning Show?
Well, okay. I never had a big sister. Okay, she's not that much older than me, just a couple of years, but she and I have like a brother-sister thing going on, you know? I'm like a little brother. She'll hit me occasionally, knock me over.
She does nudge every now and then.
She does.
Yeah.
And I'm just kidding. That was a joke, by the way. It was a horrible joke. But she's just really wise. And when I come in to fill in for Dave, bleary-eyed, she guides me along, and she's just a good voice of reason and, to use her word, kindness.
Yeah. And maybe that's why they work so well together, because they both have that view on life that's find the good in it, find the positive in it.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Even when
Totally.
you can see it on her face, and Katie, for whatever reason, is totally stressed out, something's going on, she doesn't let it sink in.
Yeah.
Right? She just kind of, let's find an answer and figure it out. And she goes through it with a smile. How do you go through trials with a smile? I cannot figure it out. I'm a little jealous of her ability to do that.
Yeah.
Regardless of what comes up.
I don't know if that's a gift or if it's learned or both, but yeah, it's not me. I tend to freeze up. I'm just like, and I don't say anything.
I internalize, in the midst of stress, and we get a lot of stress in your studio because it's a live environment. Things happen, buttons break, mics don't work, whatever happens. I'll internalize it, get quiet, and I'll sometimes walk away and then come back, But we all, I guess, work through it in our own ways.
You know what? Nobody has said anything about Jeremiah. That we've been talking about Dave and Katie.
Well, that was intentional.
Heather
That was the
Gary.
point. And we're done.
Let's talk about
Jeremiah.
Let's talk about baby boy right here.
I got something.
Oh,
Want me
okay.
to start?
Start,
Yeah.
please.
Jeremiah is such a servant leader. Like, just 100%. You are like always, I'm in. I'll help you. What can I do?
Yeah.
Let me know. You know where to find me. All of those. Just speak for your heart as just such a great servant.
Awesome. Thank you, Heather.
Yeah,
That was very
you're
kind.
welcome. We appreciate that.
We do. You're really good with feelers. We are all feelers.
Yes.
Radio DJs,
It's our personality.
We're very sensitive. And I think you probably...
I think maybe because I relate to it.
Yeah, I think you are sensitive as well.
Yeah.
So you've got a good combo of sensitivity, yet you're left-brained enough to go, this, and this need to be done.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. You're going to make me cry now. Okay.
That was our goal.
Well, I don't know where to go from here. One last thing before we go, and both of you feel free to answer in your own way. And I asked Dave and Katie the same question. When it comes to our listeners, if you were to be in front of, say, a newer listener that doesn't know us as well, doesn't know your heart as well, they've just kind of gotten to know the KXOJ station, and they're starting to hear some people in there that are quickly becoming their friends, what would you say from your heart to them in this season?
I'm going to say you're loved. You are loved and you are held. And I'm going to start crying.
That's so sweet.
You're held.
It's true.
You are so precious. And there's nothing on earth that Jesus would not do for you, that he didn't already do for you, and that he will continue to do for you. And know that we just want to be a reflection of that love and that reach from him to you. You're worth something. You're worth everything. And you're loved. So there you go.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
I'm glad we recorded that. I might need that
too.
tomorrow and the next day and the next day.
I know.
Wow,
That's
that was
beautiful.
good, Gary.
That's awesome. I'm not going to follow that.
Okay.
That was exactly
What a great
it.
way to
That's
what a great way to
perfect.
end this. You are absolutely loved, and sometimes people will ask me, "Why don't you guys preach? Why don't you guys have preachers on the air?" Well, because the music is the ministry, right? And our goal isn't to preach at you and to lecture and to get into theology and all that. You got church for that. You got small group for that, and dive into that. I do. But our goal here is to just simply be your friend. And we hope day after day after day, we accomplish that in some small way, whether it's in the middle of the day with Heather at work or Gary Thompson when you've had a very stressful day and he's got a few funnies for you and puts a smile on your face, or maybe Dave and Katie in the morning when it's an absolute zoo at your house like it is at mine. We're going through the same thing. And hopefully you feel loved through the airwaves in all of it. We love you. In Gary's words, you are loved.
You are loved.
And we hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving. From all of us at KXOJ, we love you.